want to keep playing. Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of the, as of still yet untitled, Unchained Mass Effect Let's Play series. We have to stop saying that because that's pretty much the name of it. Unchained Mass Effect Let's Play Mass Effect, Unchained Mass Effect Let's Play. I don't know, some permutation of that, but it's certainly not untitled, I guess. But the channel is still untitled, so I guess maybe that's why I keep saying it. Anyway. Welcome to episode 4 of Unchained's Mass Effect Let's Play series. When last we met, our heroes I should say, fended off a few waves of Geth, saw the signs of the beginning signs of a rogue Spectre starting his descent into madness. Mr. Saren Artorius, and we tried to recover a Prothean beacon, but ended up instead getting crazy visions and having the beacon explode. And we just got done with our debriefing at the end of last episode, so this is going to be, I believe, the shakedown at the Citadel. So we're gonna visit the Citadel, meet the Earth ambassador, meet with the council, and maybe take a tour of the Citadel. But in the meanwhile, I figure since we have a little bit more control of, or at least a little bit more freedom within the Normandy, then I'll take you on a little tour of it real quick before we get into the more story. This is the medbay where we first started. Apparently we were out for 15 hours because of that little debacle with the what is it, Prothean beacon. But we're up and at 'em again, and we're good to go. So here's the medbay. This is the second deck below the main deck. So this right here, mess hall, and let's see. I guess you don't have the kitchen in this one. So this is the mess. These I do believe are escape pods, or no, these are cryopods. Excuse me. And this is apparently just a bulkhead for nothing. This, out of all three of the games, I think this is my least favorite design for the Normandy, just because there's really not that many creature comforts. There's really not that much going on. I mean, it's very utilitarian. This is the commander's quarters, or captain's quarters, I should say. Let's talk to Anderson and see what he's got going on.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready.
Oh.
Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Yes, sir. And actually, let's talk to Caden and Chakwas.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Okay, I guess you don't want to talk. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you
Tell
end
me
up
about
serving on
yourself.
an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure.
I agree.
I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Do you regret anything?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
All right.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
What about Caden?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What would those be?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects.
Good
Hayden's lucky.
grief.
He just gets migraines.
I should say so, jeez. Let's see, I think that's all we can talk about right now, so, you take it easy, Chakwas.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright. Let's see what's in my locker. Oh, we got some goodness. Alright, let's talk to Ashley real quick.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Yeah, he was too overzealous. That doesn't mean he should have died, but I mean, he had red shirt written all over him.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
No, don't think about that. I'm sure we would have pulled you on.
You're a good soldier, Williams.
Even if
you
you
belong
would've
on the
died.
Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
How are you doing, though? That was pretty bad.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Oh, you did your part. You helped.
We couldn't have done it
was
without you,
appreciated.
Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
You're gonna be good. Don't even worry about it. I'm glad to have you.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, more Paragon points. Cool. So she is the first of, I believe, four people that you can recruit in total. And we'll get 2 on the Citadel, and then we'll get 1 on a distant planet. No, actually, I'm sorry. We'll get 3 on the Citadel and 1 on a pretty much uncharted planet. It's a mining planet, but I mean, they only have one mine, something like that. Anyway, back to the tour. So that was the mess, and those were Caden and Dr. Chakwas and Ashley. So we go down to the shuttle bay next, and this is gonna be ridiculous for most of the game, because elevators are their in-game loading screens pretty much, and there'll be a lot of them, and they will be so slow most of the time. What's nice about the ones on the Citadel, though, is that they've got the radio going, so you'll get updates on what's going on, and like after you've gone on missions, they'll have little blurbs, that kind of thing. So I mean, this is kind of cool for what you get. But this is the shuttle bay, weapons area, that kind of thing. You know, it's like the all-purpose like ready platform, I guess. Oh, we'll have some fun times with the Mako. A lot of people don't like it, but I love this thing. It's so much fun to drive around in low gravity, just jumping around, jump jets, shooting stuff. It's so much fun.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Right.
Not right now, thanks.
No problem.
Okay,
Checking back.
and the last place that we can go that we haven't seen already is the engine bay. this is the experimental. I forget exactly what it's called. We'll talk to Adams. He'll tell us exactly what it is. But this is the experimental EZO drive. It's, I believe, if I remember right, it's 3 times bigger than your average, I think, battleship size. So this thing's packing some punch. I mean, it's like a little Miata with a V8 in it. It's just so powerful. You know, and couple that with the stealth systems this thing has. Man, this thing is just, I mean, it's cutting edge. Awesome.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Oh, okay. I guess he didn't want to talk at length yet. But that's Engineer Adams. Keeps everything all cool. Well, quite literally, keeps things cool. So let's go up to the main. Detection on this first game is a little ridiculous. There we go. Let's go to the command deck and tell Joker to pull us into the Citadel. See, more loading, more elevators. This thing goes so slow. But as far as first games go, I mean, this thing, it does a wonderful job of setting up a universe that's so expansive and so original and just so amazing. I mean, I would liken this to the modern, you know, to be the modern day Star Wars. I mean, if this property would get as much respect as it deserves, then I think we could have something that rivals Star Wars and Star Trek. I mean, because the scope of it is just so huge and sprawling and just big and ridiculous and amazing, and I would love to see movies and more games, and you know, thankfully they're making a 4th one, but movies and more games and books and comics and just all sorts of things. And they've dipped their toes in it, but I'd love to see just so many things. And let's see if we can go in here. So this is the communications room. We will get very, very intimately acquainted with this, because this is where all the powwows happen in between missions and such. And then this is the galaxy map. This is how we pick where we're gonna go. I love the idea of the galaxy map too. I mean, it's so cool. But we are going to tell Joker, because that is what Captain Anders had said to do instead of picking it ourselves. We want to go to...
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Mass relay time. The reveal of it when it's like peeking through the clouds. It's like once, oh nope, we're gonna keep you holding on just a little bit longer, and bam, there it is.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
I never got why they had the subtitles for the out-of-ship scenes, but the in-ship scenes... Yeah, see?
Tower, please proceed to dock 422.
And I've got subtitles turned off, so I don't know what that's about. It's whatever, though. This is the only time it ever happens. Now, the Citadel loading scenes I could look at for ages. I mean, they're just so awesome.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony! This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian...
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
So
Humanity was well
twice.
aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Maybe not, but brother did everything that we told you.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
So, this, I guess, is a good a time as any to end the episode. We've got another less than exciting episode, but that's what happens with these story heavy games. But we are on the Citadel. This thing is just fantastically ginormous and infinitely beautiful. And as soon as we're done talking to the Council, we'll have to go on a mission, but we'll be able to come back and look at it. Actually, no, I think we'll be able to look at it as soon as we're done. No, even better. I think we'll be able to look at it now. So, in the next episode, we will we'll take a little tour of the Presidium here, this top level. We'll see just how beautiful it is. I mean, you get a little peek of it right now, but it's just even more so once you actually get out in it. But with that, I guess this is a good time to end the episode. So, once again, thanks for watching, everyone, and you all have been phenomenal. And I have been unchained. I am unchained. I will be unchained. At some point in time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, bye.